Hey guys, it's Polish Peter here from Immigrant Masters Unite. I wanted to record this little video because I was just on a podcast, being interviewed for a podcast that's an immigrant podcast, and I'm really excited because I see a lot more people having those kinds of powerful conversations about immigrants. And the interviewer asked me about my story of coming here to the United States, right? And what it was like for me and my culture shocks and all that kind of stuff. And it was very interesting. Hi, Paula. Hi, Caitlin. It's great to see you guys here. So it's funny, she asked me about the American dream. And we all have an American dream, don't we? Whether you're an immigrant or you're born here or you're Polak or you're whatever it might be, right? And knowing what I know now, I remember that I've had what I call a distorted American dream. And I've learned this from, obviously, Life on Earth a lot of times. And the thing is this. My distorted American dream, 14-year-old kid when I came here was, and this I got this from the Beverly Hills Cop movie, the second one, when he's in Hollywood, right? So my dream was that there is beautiful women, there is beautiful buildings, there's palm trees, it's sunny weather, it's hi Pat. There is a lot of money, right? There you see the bags, the Louis Vuitton bags, and sports cars and all that kind of stuff, because that's what it was in that movie, right? And then I came to the United States and I landed in Detroit, right? And I was like, so, well, what are the palm trees, right? What are the beautiful cars and skyscrapers and beautiful women and all that kind of stuff, right? Especially a 14-year-old kid, right? And I landed here and that was a complete culture shock for me because, one, I didn't speak any English. So when I turned that TV on, I was under the impression of like, well, shoot, I only had two channels in Poland, and the second channel was basically like a C-SPAN channel. And the first one was basically for adults. So it wasn't interesting to me at all. And I'm trying to find myself here and looking at like not speaking English. And so I landed on and started watching hockey, right? Because I can understand that. But one big thing that I've got out of that is the thing that made a big difference for me and my life back then. What I didn't even realize it is that at one point I made the shift in my thinking and how I was thinking. Because when I first got here, I did not want to be here because honestly, I was, 14-year-old kid back in Poland. I enjoyed my life. I was living with my aunt and I was dancing in this popular group that was in Poland, and we were traveling across the country and then outside of the country. And I loved my life, right? And I got here and I got thrown into this unknown world, right? And the minute I decided that, you know what? I'm here, might as well make the best out of it, right? And I shifted how I think, how I interpret the world, right? That people are not against me, and in school, I went to high school, I was looking at, what? People are actually trying to help me out here because I see, teachers are speaking to me nicer, not nicer, but slower to help me understand. And then they are, hey, Yola, and they are really out there to help me. When I changed my thinking that it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be and all that kind of stuff, my interpretation of everything that was going on was different. And I didn't actually realize it now back then until I know what I know now, is a lot of it has to do how we look at life, how we interpret the world. The filter that we are using makes a big difference of how we are going to experience life. So the reason why I wanted to shoot this little video is to give you guys an encouragement and tell you guys that look for yourself, like how do you view life? How do you interpret life? Is everybody against you? Are the things in life good? Are the things in life bad? Because the quote that I live by here that was by Tony Robbins, I heard Tony Robbins say it, is where focus goes, energy flows. And I think it is so important, such a powerful phrase, where focus goes, energy flows. What that means is like wherever you're going to focus, whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to be thinking about in your head on an everyday basis, that's where all of your energy is going. So you can look at the bad things and the negative things and let that drain your energy, or you can actually look at some amazing things that are out there because you can find great things. Look outside, you got birds singing, right? You have a sun, you're breathing. What are you grateful for, right? So if you find yourself in a place where you are down or you're feeling bad, ask yourself a question: what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for right now? And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can be something very simple. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, you know what? Because I see this all the time. I see it with my students, and I see it with people in life where they are down on themselves, and guess what? You end up going down this rabbit hole, right, of bad thoughts, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And one way to getting out of that is just look at, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? And it can be the small fact that you're breathing, that you're standing in the room, that there is a grass growing outside, that there's trees growing, the birds are singing, that whatever, that you're healthy, whatever it might be. And you're going to start seeing how your energy is going to start changing. It's going to start shifting. You're going to get more energy, you're going to get better, you're going to be happier, and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to shoot this little video because I know it kind of started from the culture of coming here to the United States and all that kind of stuff, but it is a lot of it. Whether you're an immigrant, whether you're born here, a lot of it has to do how you interpret the world and how we look at things. That filter that we have, the glasses that I talk about, like you have these glasses in front of your eyes, and once you take them off, you're going to see the world in a different way. So try that on. Consider trying doing that and see what happens, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. For those of you that watched it, thanks for saying this, Paula. It is so true. I love it, and I live by that quote all the time. So if you guys have any questions, shoot them in the comments, and I would love to answer them for you and help you guys out in some way, all right? Thanks, guys. Talk to you.